guys, welcome back. So today is a really exciting video. I say that every time. I say every video is exciting because I'm excited. Sirens, why? When you gonna stop? Okay, now someone's vacuuming the house. Okay, it's finally quiet now. I literally had to wait like an hour for the house to be quiet and for outside to be quiet. Car just passed by. We're gonna get into this. Okay, so recently on my Instagram, if you're not following me there already, I had a small tiny incident with a brand, and that created so many people messaging me asking me about PR, how I get PR, if I ask for PR, what is a media kit, all of that stuff. So there's just so much to explain. So this one video I'm doing now, it's just gonna be kind of an overview, not everything, but just an overview of the basics that I know. Maybe in the future I'll put out more videos about certain things like step by step how to email a brand, step by step how to make a media kit, all that stuff. Just a little bit of background of my Instagram and what I do. I mainly do is skincare, and I'm leaning more towards skincare, beauty / lifestyle because I'm sharing a little bit about my life on that Instagram. And I'm a very small like content creator, influencer, not even influencer. I wouldn't even consider myself that. I only have 1.5K. But I do receive PR, and a lot of people with the same following are not getting brand deals or even getting free PR or anything like that, or knowing how to navigate. And I'm not saying that I know completely how to navigate because I'm still learning myself, but I did a lot of research, and I feel confident enough to kind of share, especially with my skincare friends, my experience. And that's essentially why I'm making this video, because so many people have asked me and I want to share what I know, but I just don't want to message everybody individually. So I decided to just make a YouTube video because I'm sure there's other micro influencers out there that are wondering, how can I get PR? How can I get brand deals when I only have 1,000 followers on Instagram? I started receiving PR when I hit 1,000 followers. So if you're not there yet, I would recommend to work really hard to get at least 1,000 and work your way up with that. Going along with that, you have to have value in your content. So if you have 1,000 followers and your engagement rate is really low, you might not be able to get a brand deal because you're not bringing value to you have. And same thing if you don't have a lot of followers. Brands essentially want to work with you if you have a good audience. So that's just kind of the realness of it, that you have to have some sort of following, you have to have some sort of fan base, and you have to have some sort of engagement on that. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. In no way am I saying I have a great following or I have a great engagement rate, all that stuff. I'm just sharing what I know and what I can help you with. So before moving on to actually talking about PR, how to reach out to other brands for PR, I want you to think about, are you bringing value to others? Are people coming to you for advice? Second one, are they engaging with you? You may have 1,000 plus followers, but are you getting like 5 likes or like 5 comments or 50 likes when you have like 1,000 followers? I want you to consider those things. If you bring value, is a brand gonna look at you and say that you bring value to them? So if you're not there yet, work really hard to build up that engagement, get more followers, or find a way to grow. There's a lot of people who have videos about how they grow and all that stuff. I can make another video later on about how I grew and what steps I took for all of that. First step my advice for you would be to do your research. And that's what I did. Before I even hit 1K, I was already doing a lot of research, and there's not a lot of people who are talking about it, especially like content creators that are only like 1K, 2K, 3K. It's really small. Your following is small, but it's still good because your engagement rate is a lot higher than what other people would have if they had 100K, 200K, 300K. Their engagement rate is a lot lower. They may be having a bigger following, but the people who are interacting with you are more genuine, and a lot of brands like that. So do your research. I've YouTubed a lot of people. I'll put some links down below what has really helped me finding my engagement rates, people who have created media kits, people who have just shared their experience that have really helped me into just navigating PR, navigating brands, navigating pretty much everything. Question I get a lot is, do you reach out to brands or do brands reach out to me? And I would say it is 50-50. I have reached out to brands and brands have reached out to me, both higher end and small businesses. A lot of the brands that I've reached out to are brands that I use the most because I can say that I love their products and I like them and I want to work with them because I know the products works for me. A lot of smaller brands have reached out to me, and usually they'll want to exchange free stuff for a post or a story post or something like that. And I have done that before. I'm not saying that it's not good, it's not bad. It's your own personal preference, whatever you want to do. So I have an email template that I made myself that I send out to brands once they reach out to me. So usually an email would be like, "Hey Rachel," or "Hey Rachel Skin, I love your content, blah blah blah. We're wondering if we can send you some goodies so you can do one Instagram post, one story post." And usually if I like that brand, or I'll do a little bit of research and see if I even want to continue with them, I'll say, "Yeah, of course, this is my address, this is this." Okay, I've done that for a while. Not for a long while because, you know, I only have 1.5K followers. But I've done that a couple of times and I realized how easy it is for brands to kind of take advantage of you because you're just willing to take free stuff. So starting early on now, I want to brand myself so then brands would start paying me to make content. So I made a media kit. That kind of goes along to my next point. What is a media kit? So a media kit is kind of like a portfolio. It kind of shows your about me, it shows what you do, what services you offer, it shows your demographics, who you reach, how much followers you have, all of that stuff. And at the end of it, it shows your rates. And it shows how much you charge per post, per story, per video, on Instagram, YouTube, it doesn't matter. So when I get an email like that now, and they're asking me to give them some stories or post for some free products, instead I will email them saying, "Hey Karen, I'm so glad you reached out to me. Thank you for your interest. I would love to collaborate with you, but I actually charge for different posts on my Instagram. I have attached my media kit. I hope you would take a look over it and look over my rates. I can always work something out." I always put that at the end because a lot of small brands, they will say they don't have the budget for it, or that they don't have a program right now to fund. And usually I'll either just say, "Okay, I'm uninterested," or I'll say, "Okay, I'll do this post for free this time, but next time please consider my rates if you want another collaboration." I'll do that occasionally. I have had smaller brands look over my media kit and say, "Yes, we will pay for you to post." So not all small brands don't have a budget. Some of them have a budget, especially bigger brands. They have a budget. It's just up to you how much you want to price yourself. Okay, another question I get is, how do I email other brands? How do I tell them I'm interested or even be on their radar? I'm just gonna say get used to the word no. Get used to them saying, oh, we filled up our affiliate program or influencer program, so we'll keep you in our contacts, all that stuff. Get used to hearing that, because a lot of them will say that, especially when they look at your profile and they see that you have a smaller following count. Some of them will say that. But I have gotten some brands that have said, we would love to send you stuff, or of course we would love to work with you or collab with you. So a lot of other content creators have asked me, what is the email that you send out? There's not a pretty cookie cutter email to send them, but number one thing is always be professional. Professionalism is probably one of the best ways you can put yourself out there, is just to say, I've done this before, I know what I'm doing, I know how much I'm worth, and I would love to work with you. So that's always great. You can always start off by saying, hello team, hello this person. You want to share, if you like their products, share a product that you have used and really enjoyed, and talk about that. And then if they're a smaller brand, you can talk about how you enjoy working with smaller companies to help them grow. That's what I love saying. I love saying that I myself am growing, and I love helping other small brands grow. You can always just share a little bit of your demographics for them and say, I have this many followers, this is my engagement rate, yada yada yada. I would love to work with you guys. I would love to collab with you guys. I would love to be put on your PR list. I look forward to hearing from you. Your signature, bam, send. It can be that simple. Don't have to make it long. Preferably, I wouldn't make it very long, because they get so many emails, they're not gonna want to read through your whole email. So if you make it sweet and simple, straight to the point, they're gonna see you're there for business. So another question I get is, how much should I charge? What should my rate be? And I can't give you a clear answer, because it's all subjective. And that was one thing I was struggling with too, just finding someone who would just give me a clear-cut answer, what rate of pay I should charge. And I think I realize now that there is no straight up answer, because you define your own worth, but you really have to consider how big your following is, how big your engagement rate is, and how you view yourself, how much work are you putting into this content. So personally, for me, I probably won't post $100 for one post on Instagram, because I only have 1,000 followers. My engagement rate is about 20%, which is actually pretty good. But why would a brand pay you $100 if they know they could get another influencer that has the same amount of followers as you, and they would do it for free? So just consider those things as well. The more quality you put into your work, the more you can charge for. So if you use your DSLR camera, like an actual photography camera, that can be a reason why you can charge higher, because your photos will be better quality. If you have a higher engagement rate, you're reaching more people, so you can probably price a little higher. If you have more followers, of course you can price a little higher, because you're reaching more people. You're bringing value to that. So you want to consider those things when you're charging. So I'm sorry I can't give you a base or anything like that, but I can share with you an Instagram page that has helped me a lot. This Instagram page is called the Influencer Pay Gap. This is an anonymous Instagram page where different influencers or content creators can share how much they charge, or the highest they've ever gotten paid from a brand, with demographics, with ethnicity, nationality, all that stuff. This was made to see if there was any discrepancy or any differences between like different creators, white creators, black creators, by engagement rate, by follower count, to see if there is a difference between this person and that person. And that Instagram page has helped me a lot to see how much people are charging, what is the norm. and it really just depends on you. So I recommend for you to check out that page and look at what people are charging or what brands are offering them, so you can kind of price yourself. I'm not gonna say that $20 is too much or too little, because sometimes $20 is better than getting a free product, right? $50 is better than $20, but $20 is better than $0. So I just want that to be a consideration, how high or how low you're pricing yourself. I don't think I'm missing anything else. That's a short overview of what I wanted to talk about. If you have any more questions, don't be afraid to just comment down below. I want all of us to kind of help each other out, share your experience. I can only share off of my experience, and I hope that can help you. So I would love to hear your experience, and maybe that can help me, that can help the community. Yeah, even as a small influencer. And I want to just reiterate again, there's no right or wrong way. This is personally what I've learned and what I've researched and what I've experienced myself, and I just want to help you guys, because there's not a lot of people talking about this, especially smaller influencers and content creators. I will make more content soon, specifically for each category or whatever. Just be patient with me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If this really helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That's where I talk about all things skincare. So thanks for watching, guys.